Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and any gender you think you identify as. I'm Fish, and I hope you enjoy.
There it was. There I was thinking it was just me that had a problem, but it turns out it's the air conditioning that's sexist.
How can air conditioning be sexist? It's an inanimate object, no thought.
I know. So many women in our office have the exact same problem. You know, we just sit there absolutely freezing at our desks trying to type. You can probably tell I've got a cold right now, which I blame all on the AC.
You blame the AC, why don't you blame the virus, since that's what's causing your sickness?
And so it's just so actually quite nice to see this research.
Where's the research that proves that the AC is sexist?
It's just such a relief to know that there's actually proof that this has happened.
Again, where is the proof?
That women, do feel the cold more than men.
That's simple biology. There's nothing you can do about that.
And that the AC in offices is normally regulated more for a male's temperature than a woman's.
And it's an
That's probably because the workspaces are predominantly male.
explanation for these constant battles you'll see in offices right across the country between the sexes for control of that office thermostat.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, one of the biggest problems is that often in offices, it is men who control temperatures. That's just something I've found anecdotally. And because majority of the men in offices seem to be absolutely fine with the temperatures, women kind of just sit there on the corner feeling absolutely frozen.
If you were absolutely frozen, the men would be cold as well.
And, often, actually nothing's being done to help them. And, it might sound like a bit of a silly, light-hearted issue, but actually it's really uncomfortable being freezing at your desk every day. Take it from me.
It is a silly and lighthearted subject because you shouldn't be whining about the air conditioning on national television. And there is something to help you. It's called a jacket. If you bring a jacket, you won't be uncomfortable and cold either. Simple solution.
No, I know I experience the same, because what I've often found is you go in on a really hot summer's day, you're wearing summer clothes, you go into an office and it's absolutely freezing. I think even for some men it must be too cold. I don't understand why air conditioning is often so cold. So what you have to do is then take a jumper in with you and put that jumper on in order to be able to function.
Okay, this lady needs to realize that you can just take in a jacket and while you're in there wear it. When you go back outside, put it in a purse or a backpack you may carry with you to work. Simple solution. So don't whine about it on national television. Sure, there may be proof that women are biologically feel the cold more than men, but that's just how it is. There's nothing you can do about that other than wear a jacket.
Yeah, honestly, I think so many women listening now are going to just be nodding their heads thinking, yes, that is exactly my reality. We joke at work that we actually can't dress fashionably anymore for summer because you actually just can't go in sandals. You can't go in a summer dress because you're going to have to put on the jumper or the emergency cardigan.
She does have a valid point in this, but she can still go and ask the men, hey, can we turn up the temperature a little bit? I mean, they can be nice about it. The guys, you're like helping out the ladies, so I don't see the problem in doing that. And it'd just be better and be polite about it. You don't have to be talking about it on national television.
So yeah, it is quite frustrating, especially when you then go out on your lunch break or your commute home and you're absolutely boiling.
I don't think this lady realizes that she can just leave the jacket or emergency cardigan in the office when she goes to lunch.
Boiling outside, and I think there is a bit of a problem when it's warmer outside than it is inside your office.
So what's the solution then? Because we can't have men overheating in the offices, can we?
Her expression in this before is funny because she reacts in a way that's like, I don't really care if they overheat. I just want to be warm. It's just the expression she gave.
No, I think we just need a bit more flexibility. I think it is just essentially common sense.
You are not the person anyone wants to talk to about common sense.
So if, an office is noticing that a number of women are complaining about the cold, they need to be more flexible. They need to actually kind of lower it.
What does she mean by lower it? Because if she's talking about the temperature, shouldn't she say, no, they should raise it? It's just poor choice of grammar.
And not just say, but oh, the men are fine. You know, now there is actually proof that this is actually an issue.
She needs to show us the proof before she can talk.
I think they need to kind of take women's considerations into account.
We do take your considerations into account. Why do you think we gave you the right to vote? Let me give you a scenario of us taking your considerations into account. Hey John, can you turn the air conditioning up just a little bit? Sure, I don't see why not. Thanks. That's a perfectly good example of us taking your considerations into account. So don't say that we don't. Really just don't.
And you know what? Maybe there can be more flexibility with men not having to wear suits in some offices.
Not having to wear some seats in the offices? That doesn't make any sense. That's what I heard. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
And they can come in t-shirts or whatever they need.
Come in t-shirts or whatever they need. We could say the same thing to you. You know, women could just come in jackets or whatever they need. No, it all goes around, and we should just find a basic in the middle temperature for everybody.
To be the right temperature.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please consider subscribing. And if you don't leave a like, then a feminist will come to your house and make your air conditioning sexist.
Go.